It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' reigning league MVP. He's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Raiders and the Cardinals on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the... And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now give on the ground. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They'll run on second down. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A tight end in motion now. It's first down, and they'll run. Fighting off defenders here. He'll churn forward and pick up 3. Second and 7. Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught by the tight end, Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. That touchdown number 19 on the year.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. A throw on the move is caught. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll send a tight end in motion. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Raiders with the early lead. Greg and I back here in work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one caught by Adams. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. And out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that...
They'll look to throw here on 1st. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. 3rd down coming up.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big-time play for Vegas. 45 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points.
A dive, and he's in! Touchdown, Las Vegas. The 3rd quarter begins with a run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. Now he'll run.
Personal foul. Unnecessary run. Automatic 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. A tight end in motion now. Up the middle they go. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the 1st down inside the 25. A run. Here's the fullback, Burton. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running takes them down to the 9. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find an opening, but too good in the middle from the defense. They stop this up, and now it is 4th down. They'll run the sneak, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities.
To the air now on 1st and 10. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Vegas. That is 2nd touchdown of the game, and 17 for the season. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his...
They'll look to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
So second down, and they'll run it. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to run it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Raiders. It is his 3rd touchdown of the game, and 18 now on the season. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The throw on the run is complete. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Adams.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And After that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds?
So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They finished the season on a high note, so now they'll have the week off as the #1 seed. Get back to it in 2 weeks for the divisional round of the playoffs.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Browns and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada and Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1 seed. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these For this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
3rd down, 3 to go. Back to throw. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And now whistles as the challenge flag is out, and this last play will be reviewed.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free, and gains nothing.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. A handoff as they try to run it here. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Now, faking the give. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it. And this is a great example here why.
And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got the golden domer. That's Michael Mayer. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is caught. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. And that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense.
back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. Left side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now a run on 1st down. And a good job. It's a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Raiders are going to use their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Second down and 3. He's got his big tight end, Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into...
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10. First and 10 at the 15-yard line. They'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So Can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out. Now, here's Burton, the fullback. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. He's going to look deep for Adams. Yeah, he gets free. And he is unstoppable. He goes all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end.
Drive will start on the ground. And the defense thinking they have the safety here, but the spot is just outside the goal line. Good play, but no 2 points. From his own end zone, he'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains. It is 3rd and 10. He gets this complete, finding Adams. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. To the air now on 1st and 10. Taking off.
The quarterback on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football. Now this time they'll look to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Adams.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. He's going to look deep for Adams. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. A tight end in motion now. They'll run on 2nd down. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 9-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked, only to shake off those tackles and keep on cooking.
Marked down at the 6. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Vegas. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. They'll stay on the ground. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. Touchdown, Raiders. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. So it's a high 5 for that one. They'll begin here on the ground. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Right back to him on first down. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll stick with him again. He's able to get those reinforcements. They got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
It's now 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They are moving on. As the #1 seed, the victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.
time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Las Vegas. It's the Ravens and the Raiders, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Cooper. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cooper. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's complete to Adams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Raiders are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want to defend.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He hits Adams complete. Through the middle of the field. Davante Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams. 98 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He found Davante Adams for a touchdown on their last drive, and they start again with a first down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man complete. He's still on his feet. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. Now he's loose at the 40 and finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Up the middle they go. It's Cooper. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Right back to him on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cooper. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, Cooper. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cooper, and he'll fight forward on the straight ahead. For just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really...
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They are getting closer and closer to lifting that Lamar Hunt trophy. Not home just... They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get this to about the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, it's Cooper. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Cooper. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 91 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Cooper. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Up the middle they go. It's Cooper. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a give, right side. Cooper looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They're going to look to throw. forced out to his left. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now 3rd down and 7. Back to throw. They've got his man complete. Still going, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. The Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night.